Hello, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode here on BFG. I'm Theo, and I'm joined here by my great friend Joe, and together we're ready to take you on our incredible journey in GTA 5 Online. So, you might be wondering what both me and Joe are doing in this almost 15-year-old game. Fantastic observation. Well, for one, we won't have GTA 6 for at least another year, and two, come on, let's be honest. GTA Online tends to rake in a decent amount of views on YouTube, and both me and Joe, we wanted to jump on the bandwagon. But we wanted to be unique. And I know what you're gonna say. What the hell are you talking about, Theo? What do you mean unique? You're copying what every other GTA Online YouTuber has already done, a rags to riches challenge. But that's where I'm gonna stop you. This isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill rags to riches challenge. No. The rules on this one are very special. So, with our characters created, let's give everyone a quick rundown of our incredible rules. So, rule number one, and this is pretty cookie cutter, we need to start from scratch as petty criminals and climb our way to the top of the criminal underbelly of Los Santos. And we need to do this by buying up every single business the game has to offer. Rule number two, however, is where things get very spicy. We need to completely and fully pay off the business and upgrades to said business before we move on and buy the next one. But it doesn't end there. Rule number three states that we need to at least complete one mission related to said business before being able to purchase the next one. And rule number four says that we need to respect business family trees. Let me explain this one. So say we buy the biker clubhouse. We need to first buy, pay off, and complete at least one sell mission of every single sub-business related to the clubhouse before, for example, say being able to buy an office.
Hey guys, Joe here. Theo, what's wrong with you?
So, nothing, and we're not done yet, my friend. There's actually two more rules. So for added challenge...
Fuck!
We cannot bunny hopper purchases, which means we both need to buy the exact same business with the exact same upgrades. And finally, we cannot use any glitches, resets, or tricks in order to manipulate RNG. Essentially, what GTA Online gives us is what we work with.
Why? Why do you want to do this to the both of us?
Right, so evidently, this challenge is quite time-consuming, as is the GTA Online tutorial.
Why? Why do you have to go there?
Let the evidence speak for itself.
Yeah, whatever. What?
What happened?
Can you send it again? I didn't read. Don't tell me I have to do something.
There you go.
Failed to join session. You need to finish the GTA Online tutorial. Return to GTA Online. Bitch, I'm done. Why are you giving me options?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That 30-second intro you saw at the start of the video set us back 2 days and almost 2 hours of unusable footage.
Look, Theo, fine. I'll agree with you. But there is a silver lining here.
Do explain, I'm curious.
Well, Theo, replaying this tutorial has shown me just how bad GTA Online truly is. From the glitchy missions, to not being able to play with friends until the tutorial's completed. Like, I don't know, this for example.
Oh, Lord almighty, but I want to change the
Skip. No!
What'd you do?
This game is a piece of shit! It's a piece of shit! Why is B no? Why is B no? No, why is the question, do you want to skip the tutorial? Why isn't the question, do you want to play the tutorial? This stupid fucking game!
So, having established that Joe can't read...
Whoa. If this game just had a smidge little bit of logic to it, we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we?
Okay, there is no we in this. However, we load into a fresh new lobby ready to start our adventure, except we actually had a slight problem. we still had a couple of dollars to our name, and both me and Joe had the perfect solution. Unable to buy a single drink and having been rejected by a stripper named Diamond, me and Joe make our way to Vincent to start the Cluckin Bell heist, one of the only heists in the game that don't need any pre-owned assets, which is perfect for two ambitious yet economically challenged criminals. The job is simple: raid a drug cartel's warehouse. Now, GTA Online does offer a bit of relief for new players in the form of a free pistol with some ammo. Logically, this pistol is used to complete missions. But Joe over here, well, just let the footage speak for itself.
Yeah, get it. Oh no, you died?
You would assume that after failing once, he would learn his lesson. You would assume wrong.
Oh, my side's already over. Look, Theo. I don't want to talk about this. I had no ammo. I had no bullets.
Right, so while Joe struggled to manage his ammunition, I, on the other hand, was busy completing the mission and saving the day.
Well, you see, Theo, the main thing about this is that, well, I'm not good at this game, and nor have I ever claimed to be good at this game.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. However, you still surprise me every time we play together.
Like in a good way, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So, despite Joe's incompetence, what are we actually trying to accomplish on this mission? Well, an operation such as this one requires quite a bit of funds to get going. Obviously, to get said funds, we cannot go the traditional route as, say, any other young budding entrepreneur would. So we needed to get creative, and this is where our contact Vincent comes into play. Vincent is a crooked cop, but he's crooked in our favor. He gave us the locations of a money laundering operation hidden in Los Santos from a rival gang. So, starved for cash and not willing to do an honest day's work, both me and Joe jumped on the opportunity to repossess said funds. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I jumped on the opportunity to repossess the funds. Joe decided to play bumper cars.
No, I didn't. And I'm standing my ground on this one. I did what I could. I had no ammo, no bullets. The vehicle was my only weapon.
Right, yeah, okay. What happened to the starting pistol that the game gives you?
What starting pistol?
So you lost it.
No, I couldn't lose something I never had.
Right, okay. So regardless, the mission was complete and the funds were secured. So step 1, complete. After that highly unearned paycheck, which brings on the edge of welfare, we move on to mission 2. So we need a laptop and a hacking device, both pieces of equipment essential for the heist. The hacking device will allow us to break into a safe, and the laptop, well, honestly, I don't know why we robbed this man's laptop, but I really don't care at this point. I really just want to get paid. So for the sake of time, me and Joe split up, and we ended up robbing a train.
And you see, that train is extremely crucial for this mission because, well, we needed to infiltrate the warehouse. Undetected, mind you. But acquiring that train, well, let's just say it was easier said than done.
Exactly. So you see, the cartel is rather smart. In order to fly under the radar with their operation, let's put to the side the fact that they've bribed the entire Los Santos police force. They set up their entire operation in the Cluckin Bell factory all the way up north in Paleto Bay. Therefore, the most effective way to get into the warehouse would be to steal the very train that they used to bring crates into their operation. All was going well. Until Joe decided to climb the train.
Please don't hit your head on me. Please don't.
I'm curious, Joe. What did you think was gonna happen when you climbed the train?
I don't know. See God, see heaven, meet Jesus. Why are you beating a dead horse?
So, once again, Joe, the mission success rested on my shoulders. So, everybody, while Joe over here was busy playing Dukes of Hazzard on a dirt bike, I drove the train through the enemy blockades and into the tunnel from where we escaped. Alright, so, that checks off the hacking device, the laptop, and the train. But now we faced another problem. Joe, can you guess what it is?
Dollar bills, yo?
Besides that, that's the whole point of this challenge. We're going to be struggling with that throughout this entire series.
Love.
No. Weapons. We needed to acquire weapons.
Oh, dude, that's easy. Let's just go to ammunition. I have money.
Yeah, okay, whoa. So for one, no, that's a horrible idea, because those weapons can be tracked back to us. And two, you, buddy, might have some unearned paychecks here and there, but I still haven't gotten paid a dime.
Oh, you see, maybe that's between you and Vincent.
Okay, yeah. So, well, in this scenario, this is an us problem. So, what solution do we have? Well, it's actually rather simple. We steal the weapons from a rival gang.
All right, yeah, that's dope. That sounds pretty simple. We can do that.
On a yacht.
What? Why is it just? Why can't it just be simple?
Right, so you see, as much as Joe whines like a 3-year-old, the mission is actually quite simple. We make our way to the beach, we hop on a couple of jet skis, and make our way to the yacht. I beeline my way to gather the weapons and the equipment, while Joe decides to get his steps in by running around the deck. Once everything was gathered, we made our swift exit from the yacht on a pair of jet skis, we hop in the car that we left on the beach, and head back to Vincent's lockup. Weapons and armor, check.
Buddy, that's another paycheck our way.
You mean welfare check. Get it right.
Yeah, you're just jealous. Well, to be fair, you're going to be paid a lot higher than I will. I'm just making
fair enough.
11K.
Fair enough. After yet another unearned paycheck and a good waste of money and tattoos later, which is a staple of Joe's, by the way, we move on to mission 4. Money check, guns check, hacking devices and train check, escape vehicles. That's where we hit a bit of a snag, and what the goal of this mission is.
Well, that's exactly it, isn't it? Like the other ones, we need to steal a rival gang's vehicle here in order for us to complete the mission without leaving any trace. A pretty straightforward mission, but you can somehow manage to count on Theo this time to, well, fuck it all up.
Okay, whoa. Fuck it up is a huge overstatement. I just made things a bit more exciting.
Sure, man. You tell yourself.
Okay. Despite Joe's denial of the actual conclusion of events, the mission was completed on the first go without any casualties. Escape vehicles, check.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my eye on you because you're usually one set up.
Alright, so finally we move on to the final prep mission before the heist finale. Seeing that we are entering directly into the Hornet's Nest, we needed a quick way to move around the warehouse and open any locked doors. And here's where the keycard we are going to steal comes into play. But to find the keycard, first we need to find a local storage warehouse where it could be held. So we found it, and once at the storage facility, both me and Joe expertly cleared the warehouse of existing enemies in silence. I know, surprising. We drilled into the lockers where we found additional loot that Joe this time earned and the coveted keycard. Before leaving, we made sure to sabotage all the trucks in order to avoid any unwanted backup at the factory in case the mission went sideways. And finally, we hijacked a flatbed truck with a couple of Cluckin Bell crates in which we would hide as we were delivered by train to the warehouse. And that, ladies and gentlemen, checks all the prep missions for the heist. Time to make some money. At least, for me.
$1 tip or something.
Alright, so, the day of the mission. We get dropped off in the warehouse just as planned. Perfect. Now, as long as we remain stealthy, which, mind you, we have the equipment to do so, all should be smooth sailing. Except I forgot I was doing the mission with Joe, who had other plans. With the stealth prowess of an elephant, Joe triggers the alarm and we are forced to go loud. No problem, we can still do this, and do this we did.
I'd just like to point out that the blame is always put on me here. But yet, you're the one who missed the shot, by the way. That spooked the guard.
Yeah. You see, if you had waited until I got into position and then taken the shot, the alarm wouldn't have gotten triggered. But no. You wanted to be Mr. Speedy Gonzalez over here and run through the mission, didn't you?
Listen, it's already been close to 2 hours at this point. We still have my heist to complete. So yes, Theo, I'm trying to speed this up just a little bit because someone thought it was a great idea to do a rags to riches challenge.
Yeah, I forgot. So, just like Joe said, we need to do this heist again, but with you in command. I'm not looking forward to that. So what exactly are we trying to accomplish here? Our main target is a safe in the back of the warehouse holding a booklet with some very important and key information for the cartel for which Vincent is willing to pay a pretty penny. Now, of course, being the broke criminals that we are, we also raided their coke storages in order to gain some extra loot to fill our empty pockets. So while I raided the lockups, Joe, surprisingly, became useful and tried his best to find the keys to the room where the safe is held and to start the hack. Running around like a chicken without a head, no pun intended, we get the code to the safe and steal its contents. Perfect. Time to make our escape. We shoot the fuse box, and we are now facing the entire Los Santos Police Department along with the cartel soldiers, all because Joe over here wanted to speedrun the game.
I'm going to stop you there. This is a scripted event, so regardless, Theo, we would have the police on our back.
Yeah, so you are correct in that we would have a wanted level. However, if done correctly, we would not be actively shot at by everyone in a 30-kilometer radius.
You do you, man. To me, this is just I'm just blaming the script.
Right, okay. So despite Joe's denial of the events, we make our way to the lockup where we hit our escape vehicle to make our exit. We grab our vehicle.
Grab the party bus.
Excuse me?
Yeah, dude, it's a party bus.
Really?
Yeah, look at it.
Okay. So now in our escape vehicle,
party bus,
we make our way onto the tracks where we proceed to escape the police and return to Vincent's lockup to end the first run of the Cluckin Bell heist. So after all of this, after having raided their safe and stolen their coke, what's the take? Well, $500,000 flat and a first-time bonus for the two of us of $250,000.
Hey, for me, like throughout this mission, I also made like an additional $100K from it.
Yeah, that you did. So your total welfare payments were about $350,000.
That's what I like to hear.
Right. Well, I guess, it's Joe's turn to enter the driver's seat. I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Oh, buddy, we're just getting started. Right, so theoretically, one is done. That's $50K in my bank account. Finally, the moment has descended upon me where I get to make the big decisions. And boy, oh boy, have I been waiting for this moment. The moment to stand up and be the role model that every kid gets to look up to. I am finally the captain. For the first mission, where we need to secure some funds, this time I decided to take A and, well, sent Theo to B, hoping, of course, that, well, you know, A is going to be a lot easier to handle than B is. It wasn't.
Yeah. Mind you, Joe didn't have the excuse of not having any ammo this time, as we had some funds in order to stock up on ammunition at the start, which we did.
Although, I don't want to admit this, but yet again, I did what I do best, and that is, die. Oh my god, wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, having admitted that I am right, the mission went like last time. Joe died within the first couple of minutes, and I saved the day once again. You see, Joe, this is how you earn a paycheck.
Theo, say what you will, however, though I still got paid. Anyways, on to the next mission. Mission 2. It ran about the same as the first time we did it.
No? Maybe?
What?
Nice. Nicely done.
I beg to differ. If we ignore the fact that you died to a drone and tried to drive off with the train before I got on, yes, it roughly went the same.
Yeah. Some might say even better. Yo, can you just U-turn and come back here?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that, no problem.
A bit of context for what we just saw.
No, I don't think we need to.
No, I think we do. Weren't you the one telling me how you were going to beat me to the location before you wedged the car in a tree?
I don't know what you're talking about. The car, I got it unstuck.
Yeah, you did. However, that doesn't change the fact that both times when you had a head start, I still managed to beat you to the destination. So, Joe, putting aside your subpar driving skills, why did we choose to hit the private military company this time as opposed to anybody else?
Oh, as you said, I get to choose how I want to run the heist. Is that not what you said? Therefore, I saw fit to get, well, that piece of equipment.
I'm going to regret giving you decision-making power for planning the heists, aren't I? What's next on the list?
For that, I have a question for you, Theo.
What now?
Theo, are you ready to die for me?
Hell no.
Well, you should be, because we are going to hit the military company again for the car.
I really wouldn't suggest that.
Hey man, this is my heist, so it's my rules.
Okay, so, everybody allow me to explain why Joe's strategy was flawed before it even started. Hitting the military company for the escape vehicle means that we need weaponry that can bring down a helicopter, like, say, a rocket launcher. We had pistols.
That's fine. We can just stop at ammunition.
Yeah, how did that go for you?
Why do you keep asking questions when you already know the answers to them?
Because I want you to admit that you were wrong and I was right.
You know what? No. I will say this, though. Admittedly, hitting the military company again was maybe not my smartest idea, but I am not going to admit that I am wrong.
Sure. Keep going, and?
And, well, I needed to have better equipment for this. And if I did, well, it would be easier
and
more efficient. You know what? I really don't want to talk to you about this anymore.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Never say that to me again. But as much as I don't want to admit this, because I will not hear the end of it for the next 2 weeks, Theo was ultimately right.
So, admittedly, the rest of Mission 5 and the finale went about the same as the first time around. Come the final heist, Joe, with the tactical stealthing capabilities of a rhino this time, yet again, triggered the alarm and we were forced to go loud.
You know, Theo, I like how the blame is always put on me, yet it seems like you're the one who continuously misses the shot and spooking the guards.
Yeah, so I beg to differ, seeing as you decided to shoot the other guard again, which was standing right in front of the one I was trying to... Okay. Let me explain something to you. You do understand that if a guard sees his friend with a bullet hole in their head, they might want to raise the alarm, right?
Oh, no, Theo. I totally get that. And honestly, I agree with you. But if you were just a little bit quicker sometimes, he would be the one with the bullet hole in his head. And I wouldn't be face down on the ground with a couple of bullet holes in my ass cheek right now, would I?
Okay, so regardless of Joe's ass cheeks resembling Swiss cheese, we escaped the factory the same way as last time and made it to Vincent's lockup to collect our final payday. That's another $750,000 for Joe.
So, does that mean we're finally ready?
Well, I'm money in hand. I think we are off on a shopping spree, Joe. And I know I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to give you dibs on what business to buy first.
Well, that's an easy one. I'm just going to let this next clip speak for itself.
Well, Theo, we're kind of standing right above it, and it's going to be the nightclub.
Hey, if you stuck around this long, please drop a comment and a like if you enjoyed the video. While you're down there, consider subscribing to get notified when we drop our next video, and we will see you on the next one.
Yeah, yeet!